I'll wish you all a very happy Independence Day. I thought I did share this for you to think over and contemplate. The average age of an army man is 23 years. He is a short-haired, tight-muscled kid who under normal circumstances is considered by society as half man, half boy. Not yet dry behind the ears, not old enough to buy a beer in the capital of his country, but old enough to die for his country. He is a recent school or college graduate. He was probably an average student from one of the Kendriya Vidyalayas who pursued some forms of sports activity, drives a rickety bicycle. He listens to rock and roll or hip hop or bhangra or ghazals and a 155 howitzer. He is a 5 or 7 kilos lighter now than when he was at home because he is working or fighting the insurgents or standing guards on the icy Himalayas from before dawn to well after dusk. Or he is engaging in Mumbai with the terrorists. He has troubled spelling, thus letter writing is a pain for him, but he can field stripe a rifle in 30 seconds and reassemble it in less time in the dark. He can recite to you the nomenclature of machine guns or grenade launcher and use either one effectively if he must. He digs foxholes and apply the first aid like a professional. He can march until he is told to stop or stop until he is told to march. He obeys orders instantly and without hesitation, but he is not without spirit or individual dignity. His pride and self-respect he does not lack. He is self-sufficient. He has 2 sets of combat dress. He washes one and wears the other. He keeps his bottle full and his feet dry. He sometimes forgets to brush his teeth, but never to clean his rifle. He can cook his own meal, mend his own clothes, and fix his own wounds. If you are thirsty, he will share the bottle with you. If you are hungry, his food. He will even split his ammunition with you in the midst of battle when you run low. He has learned to use his hands like weapons and weapons like they are their hands. He can save your life or take it because he's been trained for both. He will often do twice the work of the civilian, drawn half the pay, and still find ironic humor in it all. He has seen more suffering and death than he shown when he was in the short of his last life. He has wept in public and in private for friends who have fallen in combat and is unashamed to do so. He feels every note of Jana Gana Mana vibrate throughout his body while at the rigid attention, while tempering the burning desire to square away those around him who have not bothered to stand, remove their hands from their pockets, or even stop talking. In an odd twist day in and day out, far from homes, he defends their right to be disrespectful. Just as did his father, grandfather, and great-grandfather, he is paying the price for our freedom. A tricolor somewhere in his uniform, a tricolor he holds high, a tricolor he unfurls with pride after every mission. Sometimes he comes from home wrapped in one. Beardless or not, he is not a boy. He is your nation's fighting man that has kept this country free and defended your right to freedom. He has experienced deprivations and adversity and has seen his buddies falling to bullet and maimed and blown. And he smiles at the irony of the IS Babu and politicians reducing his status year after year and the unkindness cut of all. Even reducing his salary and asking why he should get 14 eggs a week free, and when he silently whispers in protest, the same politician and Babu Agas suggest he is mutinying. Wake up, citizens of India. Let's begin discriminating between the saviors of India and destroyers. Are you with the Fauji's? If you are, then share this till it reaches every patriotic Indian. I'm with Fauji's of our country. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.